Welcome, everybody, to City Hall. I got a little grief the first 8 months because I don't do a lot of press conferences, and I've done 2 in 1 week. So I'm trying to make up some time here, and I only like to do them when there's things that are important or things that I feel are really of value, and today is one of those days. So today we're going to be announcing an exciting new addition to the city, and that is a visual appreciation and display of the arts in City Hall. For those of you who are here today in person, you see that this building is really a piece of art in and of itself. I mean, when you walk into this building, the city has spent a lot of money keeping it to its historic character. If you even look behind me, there's a homage to arts within this building. The historic Art Deco feel of this building is really incredible. But what it's always missed, in my opinion, is a connection to local artists. And what a lot of people don't know is my undergrad degree is in art. And people ask, well, what sort of degree? And kids ask this a lot when I go to schools. What sort of degree do you pursue to be a mayor? And I'm like, well, I'm a colorblind graphic designer. So that's what I did. That's how I got here. So I have a huge appreciation for the arts. I am an artist myself. I did a lot of fine art in college. If you come to my house, a lot of the art on our walls is art that my wife and I have created. And so today's an exciting day because I feel art lifts the spirit, it lifts the mood, it sets a tone, it sends a message. And we have Jim Clark here with Sculpture Walk. Sculpture Walk is one of the big pieces that we often showcase when we talk about our city art scene. We talk about Sculpture Walk. We're going to be talking about the Arc of Dreams this spring and this summer when that begins to be installed. And so today's an exciting day. It's an exciting day for art in our city. Kind of how this came together is I had a transition team when I took office. And it was about 10 people, and these people were tasked with just helping me navigate the first 100 days of being the mayor, which is some tumultuous waters in and of itself. And then we got done with that transition team, and one of the guys on the transition team, a guy named John Baronic, said, hey, I'm having too much fun with it. What can I do? How can I help? I want to help. I said, you know what we need, man? I know you know arts, and you know I love the arts. How can we infuse the arts in this city, and specifically in this building? And he said, you know what, I got a line to the Arts Council. Let me take that and run with it. You don't have to worry about it. So for the last 4 or 5 months, John Baronic has been working with our Arts Council to help set the traps and bring this all together. And so I want to specifically call out John. Thank you for all the work and the time that you've put into this, man, because you've been kind of the glue in all the conversations that have happened on this. The city staff members, Russ Sorensen, Reed, Jeremy Williams, our facilities people, Diane DeCoyer. We have a lot of great people within the city that have worked with John in this initiative. And then, of course, our Visual Arts Commission and our Sioux Falls Arts Council. Alex Hagan is the president of that right now. Angelica Mercado with the Arts Commission with the Arts Council is here as well. And so this has really been a collaborative effort to make this happen. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to invite Alex to come up and make a few comments on the importance of this, why this is a big deal for the arts community, and how this came together. And I just want to take the opportunity to thank you in person and the Arts Council for the work you did in helping kick this off, because what we're kicking off today is just the start of this. So it's an exciting day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, good morning. On behalf of the Sioux Falls Arts Council, this has been months in the making, and we're very excited to be able to present and display the work of local artists. We've collaborated with the Visual Arts Commission, members of the Visual Arts Commission, and want us to have a special thank you to Ivy Oland. She's on maternity leave, so she's not present, but she does this for a living, and was very kind to offer her expertise and her time to make sure that we were proceeding in a way that was consistent with the building's historical pedigree, and also that we were working with the right people with the city and with the Visual Arts Commission. Ivy was joined by Jeff Ballard, Sarah Odens, and Kellen Boyce, and we really want to thank those individuals for their time and, again, their expertise to help us locate local artists whose work expresses part of who we are as a community and connects us to the past. I was looking through some historical documents for the Arts Council. We started as the Sioux Empire Arts Council in 1969 in August. So we are sort of the successor organization that's been working for over 50 years to advance art and to connect our artists and our community members. And so we think this is the next step, and we thank you for inviting us to be involved in that process.
Absolutely.
So thanks so much.
Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. One last comment I'll make before we unveil the pieces and recognize the artists is there's an economic benefit to this too, a huge economic benefit to the arts. And if I can just speak selfishly with the mayoral business hat on for a minute, people want to move to a city that embraces art and embraces culture, and especially young people. They look for this. They want leadership in City Hall that is pro-arts, pro-culture, pro-theater, pro-community. And the arts do that. And so this is also symbolic as well by bringing the art into City Hall to say, listen, we have an administration that is very supportive of our arts community. And so hopefully this is just the tip of the spear on other pro-arts initiatives that you'll be seeing out of City Hall for the next several years. So what I would like to do is I'd like to invite Angelica to come up right now, if you would. While she's coming out, the first piece we're going to reveal here is a piece called Looking at North Dakota by the late artist Robert Alder. So Robert was a beloved artist, an art professor at Augustana College for several years, and he's recently deceased, and so which makes this even more special that we're able to honor him and his legacy by displaying this piece in City Hall. His wife Joey was not able to be here with us today, so I've asked Angelica to help unveil this. And we want to thank his widow and also the late Mr. Alder for graciously loaning us this piece for public viewing in Sioux Falls City Hall. Thank you, Angelica. I'd also like to invite the next Roger Ellingson up here. And while Roger's coming up, you're going to love this piece. This is a great piece called The Band. And this was done by Roger, and we're honored to have you here, Roger. I think you'll fall in love with it, how it showcases historic downtown, including a very iconic downtown landmark, as well as an event that is an annual tradition in Sioux Falls. And Roger's a well-known artist in Sioux Falls and is represented by the East Bank Art Gallery. And I made a comment to Roger earlier that this is a fairly monochromatic building here in City Hall. And I think you'll find that Roger's piece is the absolute antithesis of that. So we look forward to unveiling this. So you maybe saw in the lobby when you came in, we had a sculpture walk piece out there. That piece is called Daughters of Peace. And that piece is a bronze sculpture by Aberdeen sculptor Benjamin Victor. That sculpture showcases two young girls sharing their dolls in a gesture of future peace as their mothers walk towards each other, representing the need for effort from each generation for peace between all cultures. Very symbolic piece. Especially considering the times we're in. And that's why I really appreciate that piece. Daughters of Peace, it's the 2012 Sioux Falls Sculpture Walk People's Choice Award winner. And I'm proud that we're going to be featuring that here at City Hall. Every year with Sculpture Walk, there is a People's Choice Award winner. It's purchased, goes in our permanent collection. We've struggled with where to place all these pieces, so I'm anxious that we now have ability to have a home for a rotating display of some of those great pieces that we've assembled over the years. And so be sure to take a look at that piece when you walk out as well. So what's going to happen, the next steps with this is initially and selfishly, these two pieces are going in the mayor's office to begin. And I say that because we're working on procuring a J-hook system for the lobby, because we don't want to damage the beautiful marble walls we have in this lobby and drill holes in them. And so the J-hook system will hang from the ceiling with wires and allow us to rotate the art. So these are the first two pieces of what we hope is many more pieces that will be displayed within City Hall.